NFL as well. Back, Coach Herm back in studio. Great Sunday of action. So you know what, Coach? Let's get right to it. How about this game? Bucks, Seahawks. Man, this was a barn burner. Baker Mayfield on one once again in this one. Under 2 minutes to go in the game. Tampa Bay down 7, 2nd and 1 at the Seattle 11. Mayfield looking, finding Sterling Shepard for the touchdown. It's all tied up at 35. So next Seahawks drive, Sam Darnold, 2nd and 2. The pass picked off by Levante David. Levante David, year after year, just keeps getting it done, Coach.
Yes, he's a veteran guy. Big moments, he's never too big for him.
So Buccaneers chase McLaughlin for the win, and he gets it. Bucks come back to win this one, 38-35. Todd Bowles' squad victorious once again. So Baker Mayfield just had one of the great games in NFL history. 4th time a player throws for 375 yards and does it with 85% completion percentage. The others should do it: Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, and of course, Tom Brady. And here's the man of the hour, Baker Mayfield. This sound is new on Sportscenter.
I don't know how you put this game in perspective. It looked like you and Sam were in the backyard. Whoever got the ball last. What did you make of both of your performances and being able to have that turnover that made it possible?
Yeah, first of all, that's a really good football team that we just played. Our defense had a couple opportunities for turnovers there early on. Didn't capitalize, but obviously Levante in the end making sure seals the game for us. But yeah, just obviously, I mean, the games we've had so far this year, as long as we have time on the clock, we got a chance. And our guys truly believe that and from the bottom of their hearts. So it's a good feeling to have. And just guys executing, doing all the little things right. Shep on a scramble drill to score the touchdown, to tie it. And then after Tay's interception, just guys having the wherewithal shot in the critical moments, staying in bounds, making them burn timeouts to where we can have the last kick. And then obviously Chase, perfect day. It's great to have him. And yeah, I know it was high scoring, but in the end, it was complimentary football that won us the game.
Peter, you came into this game with more deep potential than the quarterback. In the first half, it was more seemed like sure taking. Was that a plan, or was it just what you were seeing?
Yeah, they did a good job of not allowing any shots over the top, trying to make me take the easy completions down low. And obviously, you know, who knows? They had a lot of guys banged up in the secondary, so it could have been with that. Just a different mindset defensively, but guys making plays with the ball in their hands and yeah, executing.
So do you take us through the shot there that you had and just what his game was like? He just continues to stack on top.
Yeah. Something we talked about pregame in the locker room on these 3rd and a little bit extra long looks. They have a certain coverage of, hey, if they run it, take the top off because the corner's expecting help, and he did just that. So obviously protection was unbelievable on that. I'm able to probably triple hitch it. I don't know what it was. Got to get in the weight room though, so he can run under it into the end zone. But yeah, just Mech being able to, just a smart football player, taking things that we talk about in the locker room before and take it to the game field and being able to react and do it well.
Did you see that stutter when he put on Josh Jones?
It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice.
Ted Johnson stepped up for you today. You know, he had played a lot.
Yeah.
His first catch last week. What does it say about him?
He's playing really well right now. He's playing fast. Fast players need to play fast, and that means he's confident, and he did just that today. Made a couple great catches, and then obviously after the catch, he had some guys on skates. So he's fun to watch. Obviously, I love it when he gets down and doesn't get smoked. He did a good job of that.
Well, Baker had a lot of smoke in this one. Coach, this is one of the best games of the day. Thrilling quarterback duel, but Baker again comes out on top. What do you make of his performance?
Well, when you think about it, you can always go back to last season. People don't realize that Baker Mayfield threw 41 touchdown passes last year.
Yeah.
And he's continued to play at that high level of when the 4th quarter shows up, it's never too big for Baker Mayfield. He's going to find a way to win a football game. Whether he runs around like this, scrambles, throws the ball, he's always looking downfield to make a play, right? I mean, this is what he does. He can play off schedule as good as any quarterback in the National Football League right now. And the great thing about it, his team believes when he has the ball in the later stages of the football game, they're going to win.
Yeah.
And that's a belief. Remember, the only blemish they have is against the Philadelphia Eagles. Mm-hmm. Right? This is a 4-1 football team. They're a good football team.
They're a great football team. And by the way, Emeka Egbuka playing in front of his home crowd, 160 yards receiving, a touchdown, and he's a rookie.
Yes.
But you mentioned the only team that lost to was the Eagles. Let's talk about the Eagles. because those Eagles didn't have such a good afternoon, folks. Let's get to this one. Facing the Broncos. Now, check this out. Philly, of course, coming in undefeated. Hadn't lost a home game in over a year. Facing Bo Nix and the Broncos. Early fourth quarter, Broncos were down 17-3. But here's J.K. Dobbins punching it in. Now it's 17-10. Under 8 minutes to go in the game. 1st and 10 from the Eagles 11. Nix rolling, finding Evan Ingram. Tackle touchdown.
Bad tackle.
Oof. Sean Payton decides to go for it. Going for 2. Troy Franklin getting it done. Broncos now up 18-17. Eagles, one final chance. 4 seconds left. They're down 4. Jalen Hurts looking all this time into a sea of defenders. And that's how it usually ends up. Incomplete. Broncos storm back to win it 21-17. The Eagles get dealt their first loss of the season. And, Coach, I got to say this. You and I have been talking about the Eagles every single week. You've been ringing the warning bell for weeks about this team. What is the matter with Philadelphia?
At times, struggle playing complementary football. One side might play well, the other side kind of, and then they're sporadic. And they've won games, and every time they win, we go, well, they won another one. They finally caught up to them. This might be a warning to them now. They might have to sit back and look at this and go, hey, we've played games like this, but we've won. And when you win, it covers up a lot of things. But when you look at this offense, it had a lead, the defense had a lead, you know, and at home, and you give up that lead, you know, and that's deflating. That's kind of one of those deals. If you're a player, you're looking at this and going, wait a minute, what just happened?
Yeah.
Well, reality hit. We got to fix it. They can fix it. They're a good football team.
Okay.
But this is a good wake-up call for them.
Maybe this is part of what A.J. Brown was talking about last week when he was sending cryptic tweets. This is not going well for the Eagles. We'll see where it goes from here. Now, speaking of not going well, the Cardinals, they were very much in control in this game against the Titans. And then a lot of things happened. First of all, Amari DiMarcado kind of dropped the ball going into the end zone from 76 yards. Here, down 21-19, driving. Calvin Ridley gets it done with the catch inside the 20 with 34 seconds left. And then the game-winning field goal, Joey Slye, 29 yards out. It is good. The Titans get off the schneid. They win at 22-21. Cam Ward gets his first win. All right, so good for the Titans, but I mentioned earlier, DiMarcado for the Cardinals, going up 72 yards or so, dropped the ball right before going in the end zone. That would have made the difference in this one. What do you make of this game?
Well, it's good for Cam Ward. When we saw him last week at his press conference, he
said, we bleep.
Yeah,
and he put it on a t-shirt.
And he played fairly decent. I mean, he really did. And this is a good sign because this is the quarterback of the future. And here again, the Cardinals, you know, when you look at this, it's another game they let slip away.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a habit with them, it seems like. It seems like they're this team that is kind of in the middle ground of the NFL and can't quite get over that hump.
They just let it slip away.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. We'll see if they can right that ship next week. But I'll tell you what, for Tennessee, this is the moment. They have finally got off the schneid, and they can't say they we bleep anymore. All right, so week 5, Monday Night Football matchup celebrates Hispanic Heritage Month. It has Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs in Jacksonville taking on Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on ABC, ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and the all-new ESPN app with Peyton and Eli once again on ESPN2. They got special guest Glenn Powell with them. Coverage kicks off with Scott Van Pelt and Monday Night Countdown crew in Jacksonville at 6 Eastern. We got another wild Sunday afternoon in the NFL. Look at these games. Coach Herm Edwards joins us. I'm pretty sure he's got a lot to say about the Eagles and a lot more. But first, Cam Ward. We're going to hear from him after this. Boys, Jets trying to get off the schneid, trying to get Aaron Glenn a win here. So New York doesn't reach a new low. Second quarter, Dak Prescott hitting Jake Ferguson, running through traffic like, frankly, me on the way to the show today. Gets the touchdown and does a little dance.
Bad dance.
Exactly. Cowboys up 10-3. Here's Prescott to Javonte Williams.
Bad tackling.
Breaks 3. Bad tackling again, right? Look at how far he gets, all the way to the first down, 66-yard run. And then first and goal, Prescott, who, despite the dancing, hits Ferguson again, who thankfully doesn't dance this time. Cowboys go on to win big, 37-22. And so they've been looking good. Dak now has 7 touchdowns and no picks over the last 2 weeks with his 4 passing touchdowns today. It's his 12th game with 4 touchdowns, building on what was already the Cowboys franchise record. Dak is second in the league in both yards and touchdowns this season. So Dallas has got an impressive win, but the Jets not looking impressive at all. What do you really take away from all this?
Well, what I take away is this, and he doesn't get enough. Dak Prescott is playing really good right now. And their record, 2-1, obviously. People don't realize this.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you this. And you're going to no. Yeah. Going into this game, the Dallas Cowboys had the #1 offense in the National Football League.
No.
Number one, uno. The best offense in the National Football League.
Number 1.
The Dallas Cowboys. How about that? Now, on the
Without
other,
CeeDee Lamb.
oh, it doesn't matter. It's Dak Prescott. He is playing at a high. Look at some of these throws he's making. It doesn't matter who's in the lineup. It's Dak Prescott, and he's running this offense. And it's kind of fun to watch him play. And no one's mentioning Dak Prescott at quarterback position, because this is the Dallas Cowboys and everything is big in Dallas. Dak Prescott is playing really well.
Dare we say it? Maybe Jerry Jones was right all along, and this is a good team? Could it be?
Well, they're 2-1, and they got a good offense now. They got to do some fixing on the defense.
Yeah.
But the way I look at things now, no one plays defense in the National Football League
There you
anymore.
go. It's half the battle, or maybe more than half the battle. All right, so that's them. Let's go to the NFC East. Their rivals, Commanders.
Boy.
They were taking on mid-second quarter. Guess who's back? Jaden Daniels. Justin Herbert, of course, was always going to be there. Commanders down 10-0. Justin Herbert's pass caught by Quentin Johnston. Then he fumbles. Marshawn Lattimore gets it. Commanders take over at their own 26. And then look at Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. Just waltzes into the end zone for the touchdown. Man, he has proven to be a great